That's hood math for you, bro. That's hood math. If you stay in the hood, bro, get yourself out the hood, bro. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I done did stupid ass shit like that, and I think back to myself, like, what was I thinking? And I was just trying to look good for that girl I was with, or look cool for that girl I was with, because I was so in love with her, and she ain't even like me the way I liked her. She liked me, but I don't think she was as in love with me as I was with her. And that's what I think this situation is. The problem is, I think they mentally abused each other to try and prove a point for social media, and that's why they're in the current state of affairs that they're in. And y'all could let us know how y'all feel in the comments too. Type what you think in the comments. So, like I said, we're gonna go through the story. Blueface claims that Chrisean Rock moved back into his house with their son. And he only welcomed her back with open arms because she appeared homeless and needing of help to get back on her feet, not rekindle their romance. And then she aired him out. So here we go. I believe that this is him talking to her on the phone, and I guess she recorded it. And here we go. Like I said, y'all tell us what y'all think in the comment section.
Hello world. This is a message for Chrisean and Gina Malone.
All right, so we can't barely hear this ninja, but he said, hello world, this is a message for Chrisean and something.
I accepted you back in with open arms so you can get on your feet. Ultimately, so my son can get on his feet.
He said, I accepted you back with open arms so you can get on your feet, and ultimately for my son to get on his feet.
I offered you money.
I offered you money. I offered you money.
Just so you could solely focus on our son taking his first steps before his second birthday.
I offered you money so you could solely focus on him taking his first steps before his birthday. And yeah, I mean, the son, shout out to the kids. You know, we won't say shit about the kids. Kids always get a pass, right? The kids of America are precious cargo. Shout out to the kids. The kids don't always get a pass, but you know, word on the net, because I'm not going to say this, because like I said, if somebody talked about my kids, we was going to have to shoot the fair one. But, yeah, you know, they were saying how, you know, she was drinking and smoking. Y'all know the whole story. I don't even like to talk about it because it's a sad situation. But a lot of times, you know, as people, what we have to realize is we're all very hard-headed. We don't listen to people. We have to see it for ourselves. And now she's seeing it for herself. And, I mean, it's okay because the baby's still going to be loved. But, yeah, the baby needs both parents, so that's my whole thing. That's why I think they supposed to be together. A lot of people don't want them together. It's like, bruh, tough shit, man. Talk shit, swallow spit. You got to do what you got to do. Y'all supposed to stay together, especially when your baby got issues. Now, if you want to make the child's life hard, you want to make y'all lives hard, okay, separate. But if you have a kid, bro, like how you, like the reflection of the life, like the life that you create for your kid is going to be a reflection of their future. So always keep that in mind, people.
I don't need you. I don't know what this jewelry heist ransom story you got going on is about, but if you have...
Hold up, my bad, y'all. So he said, I don't need you. I don't know what kind of story you got going on and what's the story about, but...
Get your own space.
He said he's going to help her get her own space.
You're more than free to do that. I thought I was doing you a solid.
He said I was doing you a solid.
You know, you were homeless. So I gave...
Hold up.
Now he
So he said I gave you a place to stay because you was homeless, basically, right? So like I said, for those of y'all who don't know, and I'm gonna go pull it up real quick. Let me get off of Instagram. Let me go to TikTok. For those of y'all who don't know, you know, since shout out to Blueface, by the way. Blueface, baby, all right. For those of y'all who don't know, you know, she been entertaining other ninjas. And that's one thing I tell y'all too. Shout out to the Adams, gentlemen. If you go into the penitentiary, I'm here to tell you, more than likely your girl gonna be entertaining a couple ninjas. Now she may or may not be able to hold it down, but I'm saying like after 6 months, bro, she's probably going to entertain other ninjas, bro. I gotta say it like that, bro. Because I don't know why y'all stuck on, oh yeah, I'm hard, I'm this, I'm that. I'm going into the pit, man, I gotta do some time. I'ma sit, I gotta go sit down, I'm coming out ninja. You ninjas sound like Looney Tunes, bro.
What the hell, boy?
You sound like a Looney Tune. Why would you go sit in prison, bro? Just so your girl could be accessed by other men. That should alone be enough for you to say, hey, I don't wanna go. I don't wanna go. I don't even wanna risk it. I got a girl that I'm, you know, they say back in the day, they call it going steady. I got a girl I'm going steady with. I'm going to sit there and risk what we got going on to go sit down with a bunch of ninjas? Couldn't be me.
You need to leave.
Bro, it couldn't be me, bro. It could not be me. All right, let me see. So, like I said, she been entertaining ninjas. So, first she was with the ninja Tatum. What's his name? Tatum Titan? Tatum Titan. I call him Tatum. This ninja, I thought this ninja was a dyke at first. I thought, oh, my bad. They say you can't say dyke. My bad, bro. My bad.
You need to leave.
Shout out to the alphabet boys and girls and the LGBTQIA+. My bad, bro. My bad. You know, I had got into a verbal altercation with a lesbian woman, and she was telling me, because I called her a dyke or whatever, she was like, that's a slur. So I was like,
but what the hell, boy?
so yeah, you know, give respect where respect is due. My bad. My beezy. I ain't mean it. Yeah, so she was with this ninja. I thought this ninja was a stud, bro. I thought he was a stud.
You don't even know me like that.
Oh, shut your stupid ass up, bro.
Look how many views I got. They doing too much on my stuff.
Talking about how many views you got, ninja. Ain't nobody worried about you, ninja. Shut your ass up, ninja. My bad. I'm just playing, guy. They ain't worried about you, ninja. We worry about Chrisean, my ninja. If you ain't know, now you know, ninja. We ain't worried about none of you ninjas. Fellas, I'm here to tell you. If it's between looking at you and looking at the woman, bro, we're worried about the woman, bro. We're not worried about you. Me personally, like I said, I rock with the ninjas because I'm a ninja, but I'm saying I'm looking at the girls. I ain't looking at you ninjas. I'm looking at the women's. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, because they're nice to look at. Look at this shit. And look, Blueface probably, so look, the thing people don't realize is I think they got Wi-Fi and shit in prison now. So this ninja sitting in the penitentiary, probably got ninjas on his dick like, oh yeah, you know your girl giving it up to this ninja. And he's sitting there like, just working out and shit, eating good, eating his bowl of oats and noodles and whatever they eat in prison. You know, what's that jail food, that shit that look nasty like throw up, bro. You know what it is. I don't know what it's called. What do they call it? I don't know what they call it, but look, this is what he doing. So he's sitting there watching this. For those of y'all can't see, they kissing on each other, all that. And Blueface thinking to himself, he like, yeah, ninja. He like, yeah, F ninja, how my dick tastes, ninja. That's what he thinking to himself, bro. Cause back when I was in my thugging days, that's what I used to think. I'm like, yeah, how my nuts taste, bro. How my nuts taste.
But what the hell, boy?
My bad. So she was with this ninja Titan. She was with that ninja Titan, and then she was with another ninja. They had told us the last chat, I don't remember the ninja name, but it was some other thug moniker or whatever the case may be. I can't remember the ninja name. It was another dude that was a rapper, I believe, some thug rapper or whatever. They was hanging out at some party or some shit. So yeah, like I said, Blueface baby is seeing that, and he like, damn, so this girl doing me dirty, and she got my child, she got my seed. It's kind of messed up though, because at the same time, you know, Jaden somewhere in the picture like, oh, you know, I'm not even entertaining that. It's funny because he's gonna either go back to Jaden or Chris. And comment who you think he should go back to. But yeah, fast forward, like I said, or let me take y'all back a little bit further. This the kind of relationship they was having, and that's probably why we have 96% of people saying that they're trauma bonded. I'm gonna show y'all, because we was showing y'all one of the previous streams. We gonna show y'all. Shout out to Cotton Socks. Cotton Socks said Chrisean is a high. What you talking about, baby?
But what the hell, boy?
What you talking about, baby? I think you meant Chrisean is a hoe. You meant Chrisean is a hoe. She said Chrisean is a high. Yeah, Chrisean is a hoe. And give him a disabled baby by choice. Hey, she said it, not me.
You need to leave.
She said it, not me. But yeah, that's what I was talking about actually earlier. That was the whole thing with the smoking and drinking. Ladies, shout out to the E's everywhere that listen to the show. We appreciate y'all, bro. But like I said, we appreciate y'all and we give y'all the respect that y'all deserve. Granted that y'all actually kind of somewhat listen to us. Always understand, ladies, I'm sure you noticed, I don't need to say this, but I'll say it again just in case you didn't know. Sometimes, you know, we're a little bit extreme as men, but some of the things we tell y'all, it's because we want to see y'all, you know, win out here, whether or not you realize it. I know some of y'all think that men hate women and all this. No, we don't. We hate what society has become and what society has allowed some of y'all to become. So we hate situations like this. We hate the fact that a woman will drink and smoke, right, while she's pregnant. And I'm not really trying to say Chrisean because I'm not trying to throw shade. I'm saying any woman in general. In the hood as a man, if I see a black girl that's pregnant, drinking and smoking, I hate the fact that if I was to say something about it, ninjas gonna want to beat me up. I hate the fact that if I was to say something about it, you was gonna turn around and look at me like I'm trying to ruin it for you. You was gonna start crying and screaming so that way them ninjas put me in the grave. That's what we don't like. And that's why we tell y'all sometimes you gotta listen. And ladies, like I said, and I've told the men this all the time, fellas, women don't listen to us. Women only listen to each other. So ladies, y'all need to go tell y'all lady friends and your woman friends, hey, there's certain morals and principles we have to have. And one thing about it, do not drink and smoke while pregnant, bro. It's not gonna come out good, bro. I forgot what it's called, but it's something fetal syndrome or some shit like that. I don't know, because I ain't got no girls pregnant. I ain't got no kids. You feel me? But yeah, it's a bad situation. Shout out to Kapinga. She said y'all say that, but cheat with those women, so I don't know. Now, ladies, which I gotta remember too, is that as men, and I mean women do this too. Women do it in a different way. Let me start with this. The stereotypes about men and women that we hear all through social media, they're all, well, I'm not going to say they're all, but most of them, a majority of them, an overwhelmingly high majority of them are true, right? So what I mean by that is, and I've said this in many of my other streams, we're taking a mirror and we're pointing it at each other and saying, look, this is what you do. Look, this is what you do. I'm saying men and women, right? Follow me. So, Kapinga made a good point. She said, y'all say that, but cheat with those women, so I don't know. And you're right. We do cheat with those women. We do this thing. We do. So you know how there's some women that deal with multiple men, right? I'm not saying sexually. I'm saying they have a guy for this bill. They have a guy to take them here. They have a guy that they go eat with. They got a guy like this. So men, we do the same thing, but sexually, right? So we could have a woman that we love, and then we could have a girl that we just want to sleep with, and we look at her as a sex object because, men and women look at each other differently. So men, we look at women as sex objects, and then women look at us as success objects, and that's the whole problem. But that's not today's show. Today's show is about Chrisean and Blueface. So let me bring it back full circle. Like I said, ladies, what I want y'all to do, y'all got to kind of hold each other to a standard. I'm not trying to tell you what the governing standard is. That's for y'all to decide, because y'all know at the end of the day, women have this shit called girl code. So y'all gonna follow y'all girl code. Y'all got to kind of come together and do your own little thing on social media and figure out, hey, this is how we hold each other to a standard. Because at the end of the day, a lot of shit that goes down nowadays is because y'all not holding each other to a standard, bro. And it's not my job to say the world, so I don't give a damn. I'ma say let people do what they do and be how they be, because I got my own bills to pay. I got food to put on my table. I got to get my rocks off too. You dig? But like I said, if we don't hold each other to a standard, we're all cooked. So I always tell men, like I say, it says in the Bible, iron sharpens iron. So I tell men, we got to hold each other to a standard. We can disagree to agree. Let's just not disrespect each other. I feel like women should kind of have some kind of that same sentiment. Don't disrespect each other and don't disrespect yourself. Anyways, like I said, let me bring up Chrisean and Blueface relationship back in the day. What did I look up before? Let me see. This probably why everybody's saying that they trauma bonded. Let me see. Here we go. Shit like this. Hold up.
Real shit.
Ladies, y'all put a 1 in the chat if you like these kind of relationships. Put a 1 in the chat.
So you're just not gonna think who it was?
Babe, I'm thankful.
How if you're saying that?
I got you stabbed 7 times. Like,
how if you're
I
saying
really
that?
wrecked that shit. You know I
How
did.
if you're saying
But
that?
just because we got a complication, don't try to make it seem like I don't fuck with you or I didn't think it was from you. Now you're trying to play those mind games. The only real reason why I'm saying you can't say that because I am destined. I didn't go for you. I just auditioned. Like, you'll audition for anything else. I wasn't thirsty. I wasn't. I liked you a lot. Nobody had to force none of this on you.
You see that right there? That was the beginning of the end. That one hurt his heart. That nigga said, really? So you ain't even like me like that? That means you was using me. Here we go.
You're a goofy
No,
bitch.
that's not true.
Okay, so it took something.
That's why
for
he
you to
mad
get
now.
7 fucking tattoos, right? You goofy bitch.
Stop talking to me
Then
crazy.
stop being goofy.
No.
So look, ladies, do y'all like that kind of shit? Y'all like the ninja that call you a goofy bitch? You like that shit?
You need to leave.
I'm just repeating what he said. Shout out to Blueface. Do you like that kind of shit? I mean, if you do, I'm not here to judge you. It is what it is, but that's probably why the chat finally changed up. At first, guys, it was 100% of votes saying they trauma bonded. Now we got 3% saying that they still love each other. I think they love each other, but I think it's complicated. And I was gonna put that as a third choice, but I was like, nah, cause I need y'all niggas to make a choice here. Cause if I put it's complicated, everybody gonna put it's complicated. That's like the they call that a cop out. That's the cop out. I wasn't finna do that. Let's continue.
No,
You
stop.
telling me I took God's credit
Look,
and
you're getting emotional. I can be calling you a goofy ass bitch too.
what the fuck you gotta?
Talk to me. Stop calling me a goofy
So you would have got 7
See,
times.
like I said, learning experiences, people, learning examples. These are teachable moments. Wednesday is course correction. Let's do some course correction. Yeah, fellas, ladies. Now, when you're fornicating with somebody, you can talk to them one way. When you're having an argument with somebody, you can talk to them another way. When you guys are happy with each other in a relationship, you can talk to each other another way. But the problem in this relationship, and I've been in a relationship like this, I've been in some dangerous relationships, people, crazy shit. But the problem with this was the fact that they talk to each other as if they have no respect for each other. Now, if you know pimp culture, I believe that this was some form of pimp culture going on, and that's why this whole situation happened. If you know, you know, and if you don't, you don't. Only reason why I know is because I told y'all there was a good portion of my life where I was mentored by a pimp who taught me these kind of things. And it wasn't that long. I'm saying maybe like 6 months. It wasn't like that long, but he taught me like there's different types of pimping. This how you break a bitch down, all this type of shit. You feel me? So that's probably what was going on here. And the problem is it kind of fucks up the whole relationship because, and I shouldn't even expose this, but when you're pimping, like you lose as a pimp the moment you care about the bitch. And I hate to say it like that, but that's how they say it, right? I'm just reiterating or paraphrasing what I was told. So once you care about her, you lose because she loved the fact that you didn't care about her. And then when you start caring about her, she's looking at you like you're weak now because you're supposed to not care about her because that's what turned her on to you in the first place. Let's continue.
Talk to a goofy ass bitch ass.
You would have got 7 tattoos of
Stop
anybody.
being emotional.
You would have got 7 tattoos of anybody.
We're talking.
You didn't even do music.
Wait, are you listening?
You know how that makes me feel?
Yep.
Real
like
shit.
I said,
So you're just not gonna.
you know how that makes me feel. Once she heard that, she understood I'm in the power position now. Let's continue.
You cheat and you steal. That's enough for somebody to do to me, for me to say you're evil. So now you get the evil blue. Just take a second to think about that. I know it confused you.
It
You don't
didn't even confuse
you don't even know what that
nothing,
means.
bro. You keep
but
saying
okay.
steal from you. What the fuck are you talking about? Steal from you.
You stole from me. What
Why
do you
don't I
mean?
have a car
The fuck?
already? Why don't I have a car
Because
already?
you stole from me.
Why
That's
don't I have a car
Because you
already?
stole from me.
Why don't I have a car
Because you
already?
stole from me.
No, that's not true.
Why would I buy a thief a car?
That's not true.
The fuck? Are
That's
you
not
dumb?
true.
Why
That
would
car.
I buy a bitch that stole from me a car?
No, just say you want more control over me, bro. It's not
A
that.
car ain't gonna. A
What the
car
fuck is
will
you talking
give
about?
me more control.
Like I said, y'all, the same words that I've said earlier in the show are coming in. So, feelings, control, these are all the things that kind of ruin a relationship. And the problem is everybody wants to be in control of themselves at the same time, want to be in control of other people. And we got to find a way to, like, I don't know how to say it, but like we got to get to a point where we can kind of, like, y'all got to have an excruciating details, right? Y'all gotta have a sit down or a meeting with your significant other or partner and say, this is what we like, this is what we don't like. Go over everything so that way there's no miscommunication. Because a lot of times the reason why relationships don't work is because of lack of communication. And then when you guys don't communicate properly, it starts to make you numb inside. And that's when the bullshit start happening, because you get numb and then you get irritated and it make you feel like every time you think about this person, you know, you just want to suck your teeth. Here we go.
Control over you. All you gonna do is bang the motherfucker up. Hey, daddy, I'm crashed on the side of the road. That's all you gonna. What the fuck? You think I'm worried about controlling you? You're an idiot.
I'm not. That's what it is.
You can't even control yourself. You think I'm trying to control somebody?
Man, that boy was going in on her, bro. He's going ham.
You need to leave.
That boy said, "Puh." That was me spitting, people. He was like, "Puh, I own you." Good God. Here we go.
The fucking show air.
Lucky if we even know each other by then.
Why are you talking crazy like that?
Cause you all up on my phone deleting shit.
Cause why you
So
posting
that
it?
type of bitches I don't fuck with for too long. I felt like it. That's why.
Also,
What's
y'all,
that?
what y'all gotta
What's that?
realize too, we're watching a dynamic being played. So a lot of times in relationships, if like, I don't know why it happens like this, but every relationship turns into a certain kind of dynamic. So I'm not saying specifically this, and I'm not a relationship expert. I'm not I just been in certain relationships. I've been with a lot of women that were older than me, right? And I've been with women that were younger than me. I'm saying, so I've kind of read some of this stuff. So we're like in every relationship, there's like a dynamic that gets created over time through like little, we call them cues. We're gonna say cues, like little shit that happen in a relationship that start to form the dynamic. So, you know, when a dude act, the best way to explain it is when a dude act a certain kind of way. Like let's say he get mad about a situation, a woman will turn around and start acting like a child. You see what I'm saying there? And I'm not saying like, oh, a woman's a child. No, I'm saying like the dynamic becomes formed. And let's say in that instant, they solve the problem, right? After that, after a while, it's received in both people's heads that when a situation like this occurs, this is the dynamic that's going to play out. So every time y'all hear her, you know, with the whiny, that's the dynamic that was created between them two. And then him talking shit to her like that, that's the dynamic that was created between them two. Whether they like it or not, we don't actually know. Maybe she like that kind of shit. Cause it's like he said, she got like 7 tattoos with the ninja. She got the ninja face on her. Like I say, even when it comes to pimp culture, you get a ninja name on you, ninja face on you, that means that ninja own you. That's just brand, that's branding. So like I said, it's just, we don't actually know per se too much. We only know what they tell us, but that's a dynamic that we're seeing being played out consistently. That's why you kind of see the same general thing that's going on, just in a different scenario. Here we go.
That you post.
What's the
Why do you
point?
post the bullshit
What's
that
the
you post?
point? I'm not posting shit. I haven't posted
Why
anything.
do you post the
I
bullshit
haven't
that you
posted
post?
nothing. I'm not posting anything boof.
I'm not asking you why you're
You
not
want me
posting
to delete
right
it?
now.
I'll delete it.
Delete what?
Just saying anything you
Delete
think is
what?
boof. Like,
You can't delete that shit.
yes, I
It's
can.
on there. It's on there. I could look up your live right now and see some bullshit. The fuck? I don't know what you talking about. Run shit over here.
What do you mean?
You don't run
Nobody
shit over
wanna
here.
run shit
So
over
don't,
there.
don't do none of that then.
Then why are you doing
I
that?
control what's posted,
Why
what's
are you doing
deleted.
that for, though?
Because it's my shit. That's why.
Now, fellas, fellas, I'm here to let you know, bro. If you got to tell the girl what you control and don't control, I'm here to tell you, bro, you don't control that, bro. You don't control that. You just want to. Here we go.
You signed up. That's why.
I didn't sign up for nothing.
You knew what it was when you signed up.
Stop treating me like that. Stop being weird.
Okay, then stop. Then
Stop being weird, bro.
Be more
That's it,
realistic.
bro. That's not realistic. That's petty, my nigga.
What's petty about it?
That's petty,
Which was
bro.
the bad part about it?
I don't want to.
I don't know why. Whenever I see them, they make me want to go back to Cali. I remember I was a truck driver and shit. All right, let's fast forward. So let's see what she had to say. That's just me taking y'all back to some of the negative shit that was going on in their relationship, they on and off relationship, whatever they was doing. I don't know, situationship, side piece, whatever. I don't know. But here we go. This is her responding to the call that she put out at the same time. Here we go.
Calling 5 people, it's like it's out of spite. Like I don't know what he on. Like I'm telling him, God is telling me this and this and this and that. He don't want to listen. But the last time I did.
Hold up, bro. Why in God's name? God forgive me for taking your name in vain. Why did you bring God into this, bro?
You need to leave.
If y'all ain't know, I'm here to tell you right now. This is not godly. Okay? This is not godly. Let's continue.
Listen, and when we broke up, and he didn't have no money to fucking facilitate the bills. So, all right, cool. I'm back in the picture. I'm like, shit, I'm finna go get your chains. I'm finna go do this and this and that. Like, we finna, like, you know, get back together. But
And it's another thing too, ladies. One thing y'all gotta stop doing, bro. And it's not. I'm not telling y'all like y'all gotta listen to me. It's just some advice, some constructive criticism from your imaginary friend. In this case, I'm real. I'm just like in the show. Yeah, bro. When y'all try and like cut ties, like with your baby father's family. Now I understand the bullshit. Like, you know, if they're enabling the bullshit or they're reinforcing the bullshit. But bro, it takes a village to raise a child. Are y'all hearing me right now, bro? Especially like to the darker skinned women. Society has convinced y'all, right? Society has convinced y'all that you're strong and independent if you do it by yourself. Have you not noticed that your female counterparts of other races are not doing it by themselves? Regardless of feminism or whatever you believe in. Have you ever asked yourself why? Have you ever stopped to ask yourself, why are they not doing it by themselves, but I'm doing it by myself? I don't know why it's like this. It is what it is. All I'm telling you is, bruh, don't shoot yourself in the foot. That's what they say. Is that the correct terminology? Bro, make sure you keep good contact with the people who can potentially help you with your kid when you need a break from your child, or you need to go do something, go make some money so that way you're not just losing money, trying to bring a child up to, you know, the age of 18. Shout out to Tamara Tunde. She said, hi Black Adam. In chat, I'm a new subscriber. I like your commentary, speaking up nothing but facts. Appreciate you, Tamara. Appreciate you. Now look, shout out, hey, everybody, welcome Tamara. Tamara's one of the E's now. Hey, gentlemen, treat her with respect and kindness. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Shout out to the Adams and shout out to the E's. You know, I gotta spit the real, bro. Sometimes I gotta spit the real, but I don't spit the real all the time because in a world where when you're of a darker complexion, a lot of times if you say too much truth, they want to turn you into a martyr. I don't necessarily want to be a martyr, at least not yet. Maybe when I'm like 60 or 70, but for now, I'm just trying to do my little thing. But I appreciate you subscribing. We appreciate everybody who subscribed. Y'all hit the like button. But yeah, like I was saying, yeah, ladies, hey, bro, do not shoot yourself in the foot. Like, I understand you ain't trying to talk to the ninja. If y'all got to speak through each other's family, okay, kind of keep it cordial. I get you might want to turn up on him for whatever reason. You might be irritated because you got to kind of do it by your lonely. But yeah, bro, why would you make it harder on yourself, bro? Like, for what? For the mental fortitude, for what? The glory? Oh, I did it by myself and I'm proud. Bro, it don't matter, bro. It doesn't matter. None of this shit matter, bro. We're gonna die anyways. I hate to be very dark, no pun intended, but we're gonna die anyways. Who cares if you did? I mean, look, I speak from a perspective. I was raised by a single father. I was raised by my dad, so that's why I come off like this too, ladies and gentlemen. I'm very straightforward. I have emotions, but I regulate my emotions because my dad taught me, like, hey, you gotta tighten up when it's time to tighten up. So my booty hole tighten up. But for real though, yeah. So I'm saying, like, I speak from that perspective, and that's why I come off like this. If y'all wonder why I sound like this, but I'm saying, bro, none of that shit matter, bro. Like I said, emotions are there to be felt, but they're not there to direct you. And I mean, ladies, y'all can take that with a grain of salt, because really I'm talking to the men. But I'm saying, like, y'all ladies, I could feel y'all emotions, but don't let them direct you when it comes to the kids, because the idea is to give your kids the best chance for survival. You feel me? Let's continue. I talk too much.
To make it right, like, all right, I'm back to paying the bills and fuck it. He like, I don't need the money. I already got the money now in a different location. I said, all right, cool. Well, but like, I don't know what everybody like tripping about, you know? Like,
baby, you know. The thing is, she know. It's just a lot of times, like I always tell y'all, bro, and it don't matter man or woman. We don't want to be wrong. That's what it comes down to, because like, even me, it's a lot of shit my parents told me. I don't even talk to my parents like that no more. It's a lot of shit they told me, and shout out to Papa Black and my stepmama, right? It's a lot of shit they told me when I was around day age, when I was a little bit younger. Bro, I couldn't hear nobody. Nobody could tell me nothing, bro. I wouldn't hear it. I wouldn't think about it. I wouldn't say nothing about it. I would be like, man, I don't care. I'm gonna find a way. And then one day you wake up and like years pass by, and it's because you ain't want to listen. And it's okay, because once you wake up and become aware of it, you know, the first step of the change is recognizing, damn, I fucked up. I need to kind of dial back and like maybe go do like this and then switch it up. You know, you got to stick and move. Sometimes you got to shift left and then go right. Or if you play video games, sometimes you got to hit that cheat code. You got to find something that works and then press the cheat code. You got to keep pressing the cheat code rapidly, because that's the only way you're going to get out the hole. So you got to hit the, you know, left, right, down, up, A, B, C, no, A, B, X, Y, and then boom, the cheat code worked. But until you recognize that you need to change, you're going to keep repeating the same cycles. That's something I learned. Like, even with the motherfucking, excuse my French, the tire, bro, I spent like probably like 3 bands in the last month on my car alone, bro. Crazy shit, bro.
You need to leave.
And I had an epiphany last night, and I was like, bro, what it comes down to is, I need to see the forest for the trees. I need to recognize, hey, maybe I messed up. Let me dial back, invest my time in other resources and other avenues and do what I need to do, because I'm going to be successful. And I'm here to tell you too, you're going to be successful no matter what you do. You just have to believe in you. If you believe in you, the rest will follow, okay? And that's a gem on Wednesday. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I'm saying, like I said, it don't matter who you are, girl, guy, they, them, LGBTQIA, I call them the Alphabet Brigade or the Alphabet Boys and Girls. That's my coin term, by the way, the Alphabet Boys and Girls. It don't matter who you are. If you believe in you, you're going to succeed, especially in the case of us. Shout out to the American people. Shout out to America, the ugly. Oops, I mean the beautiful. Shout out to America, right? In the case of America, guys, we have it better than the average person. In America, you can have a regular job or maybe 2 regular jobs. You might have to do 2 and still succeed. Now, it might not be the actual situation you want. It might not be the ideal situation, but you can succeed no matter what you do in today's time. There's too many avenues. The problem is when it comes to what we want versus what we need to do, we get that misconstrued. And that's how we get into these situations that we get into, whether it's finances, fiscally, whether it's relationship wise, like I said, lack of communication and or miscommunication. And that's where y'all got to catch ourselves, bro. Even me, like I say this to y'all, you feel me? I'm talking to y'all, but I'm really talking to myself. So I'm talking to you and I'm talking to myself. I feel like in life, you know, I study philosophy. I feel like we see reflections of each other in other people. Like I remember I told people this. I'm like, you know, we only tend to stop and look at what we're attracted to. Other than that, like the rest of the world is kind of blind to us, right? We don't see it. And when I say that, I'm saying that poetically, like you know, I don't see what I'm not attracted to. I don't know how to say that in a better way. You don't see what you're not attracted to. And I'm saying in all aspects, whether emotionally, spiritually, physically, you won't see it. With that being said, let's continue.
I took off for a whole year and some change because
We got more.
It didn't work out. He wasn't loyal. I wasn't loyal. I fell off. Boom. You know what I'm saying? We fell off with the relationship shit, whatever. All right, cool. I just don't like how
What's up?
he's trying to put me in a position to go up against certain people when, like, certain people is not here for us. They not.
All right, so you know what she means when she say certain people. For those of y'all who've been following the story, she means his other BM, which is Jaden. But the problem is, and that's why I tell y'all, because I could have played that game. I almost ended up in that game. It's been a point in time where, yes, Black Adam had 2 girls he was dealing with, and they knew about each other. I'm going to be real. I'm going to be real because I ain't got nothing to hide. But what I was going to say, yeah, bro, you got to just, you got to remember, like, you chose to play that game because you seen how the ninja was moving. And you seen how the ninja was. Now, you may not have known at first. Like I said, everybody, when they young, when you young, I keep telling y'all, you know, they say 25, so we gonna say 25. You don't really come online in your brain till like 25, and then you come online, you be like, damn, what the fuck? Like, I call it, how do I say this? I call it your hormones. Like, your hormones stop raging at 25. They kind of go down, so you can start to see clearly. Shout out to Manifest Mama. She didn't really do anything. Manifest Mama asked, what did she say or do? She ain't do anything. She was just discussing the fact that, and for those of you who are new here, the story is, Chrisean came out and said that, or Blueface came out and said that he didn't really want Chrisean to move back in. So he let Chrisean move back in, which is a good thing. He wanted her to get back on her feet. And I guess he gave her some bread. He gave her some money. And she's now discussing the whole situation between them. And I was just going into details about the fact that she don't want to be in competition with Jade and Alexis. And the problem is, I don't know, you know, she's going to get older and realize that it's not really so much a competition. No problem, by the way. It's not really a competition. It's a competition if you want it to be a competition, right? And the reason, no problem, Manifest. Shout out to all our supporters. Like I said, you know, I do what I got to do. But yeah, it's not that it's going to be a competition. It's just you wanted to play that game. Now you got to play that game. And that's why I tell y'all, ladies, be careful who you have kids with, who you lay down with, because if that ninja got a girl before you, I mean, yeah, if he got a girl before you or he got kids before you, you're going to be in competition with the baby mother. I'm here to tell you, and I've said this before, when you can create life with somebody, like, and that's why it's hard, because shout out to all the single women everywhere and shit. Y'all know what it is. Who want to be my baby mama? Who want to be my baby mama? No, in all seriousness, it's tough, bro, because it's like, in my head, me personally, this may or may not be true, and it's okay if it's not true, but the way I feel personally, regardless of what people tell me, because I believe half of what I see and none of what I hear. That's just me, though, right? Yeah, I feel like personally, when you create life with somebody, you're going to keep sleeping with them. And I know that sounds crazy, right? That sounds crazy.
You need to leave.
But I gotta say it like that. The reason why you're gonna keep sleeping with these people is because you know that this person's this person's key and your metaphorical lock can open and boom, Big Bang Theory, create life. You see that? So that's why I'm like, bro, it's always, unless y'all despise each other's guts, right? It's always hard for me to believe that, you know, y'all just gonna stop sleeping with each other. Now it's possible, right? Let's say y'all hate each other's guts too. It's still hard for me to believe that this ninja's not gonna be gunning for me because I'm trying to deal with you. And now that's a whole competition right there. So when it comes to her and Jaden, it's like, you can't really be mad at Jaden because at the end of the day, he got a kid with Jaden, he got a kid with you. Y'all should have just worked it out when y'all said y'all was gonna work it out, and after that, keep it moving. But y'all keep trying to be petty. It's like, bro, unfortunately, the reality of the situation is, and I hate to say it like this, or I mean, I don't know, sometimes I wish I could have this for myself, but y'all both finna be his baby mama, and y'all gonna have a three-way, bro. That's it. I don't want to say it like that, but I mean, what they call them? They call them sister wives. Y'all gonna be sister wives, bro. That's it. Let's continue.
Protecting us, they not making sure we straight, nothing. Like, that's cool. Like, that's.
And that's another thing too. And I don't mean to keep stopping it, but I gotta break down the videos. That's why I tell y'all fellas, stay out the penitentiary, bro. Because when push come to shove and shit start going left, yo girl gonna look at you like, ninja, you are not holding it down, bro. You're not doing your job as a man. And that's why I tell you yet again, what's the point of ending up in there? Stay out of the penitentiary. Stay out the penitentiary, bro. Nothing positive comes. You're gonna join a gang. You're gonna have to fight when you don't have to want to fight. You may potentially get poked up. Stay away from the penitentiary. But yeah, I mean, that's why she kind of a little bit affected. Let's continue.
Cool, I don't care if you made up with your mother, just have that under check. Like, make that shit right. You feel what I'm saying? Like, this lady is exploiting our kids.
Shout out to Manifest Mama. She said, LOL competition. They gotta learn to love the children more than themselves. For real. Grow up, Chrisean. Facts. Facts. And I keep harping on this, y'all. I keep telling y'all, the kids of America are our precious cargo, right? And I say it like that. And I mean, shout out to all our supporters across the world. For those of y'all who don't know, I'm in the US. I'm an American, so I'm gonna say America. But I'm saying the kids of the world, right? Protect the kids, do it for the kids. Because the kids are going to keep society rolling forward, pushing forward. If we don't teach the kids, we are cooked. I'm saying as a species, we're cooked. So yeah. Regardless of how you feel, even then, let's break it down even smaller. Let's say not as a species. If you don't teach your kids properly, your bloodline is cooked. I don't care if you believe in a patriarchy, you believe in a matriarchy, your lineage will potentially be cooked. If you want your bloodline to end, that's cool. But once your bloodline ends, that's it. That's it and that's all. Regardless of if you have one kid, you know, you say you want 2 kids, 3 kids, you have 1 kid or whatever, like, do you want your bloodline to end? That's the whole thing. So let's continue. And she also said, you know, she said Carlissa's making a bag off the kids. I understand where she's coming from, but once you start playing the social media game, ninja, it's about the Benjamins. I don't know what y'all ninjas be talking about, bro. Why y'all sitting there mad, bro? If the kid make money, the kid make money. Now, I understand, though, if my shit blow up, right? If my shit blow up the way they shit blow up, or I'm going to speak it into existence. When my shit blow up the way they shit blow up, personally, when I have my kids are going to be away from social media. They're going to be like Sia. Y'all know who Sia is? It's this white lady. I only know her because I remember it was a Kendrick Lamar. No, not Kendrick Lamar. It was a Chance the Rapper song. He was like, oh, my daughter likes Sia. You can't see her. And I never knew who that was. I was trying to understand. So it's this white lady. And you couldn't really see her. You could see her now because I looked it up and I did some research. So you could see her now. But I think her kids, like if you look back in the day, I don't know if it's still like this. Her kids were all blurred out. Like she made it so that they all blurred out all on social media, so you can't see them. That's how I had my kids. Unless they want to do that, I wouldn't want them to do that because, you know, no shade to like all the celebrities and shit, but they kids all come out a little funny, and I don't mean like not in a rude way. You feel me? I know that sounded wild.
What the hell, boy?
That sounded wild. What I meant is they all come out a little bit different. You feel me? Like the kids that's born into fame and stardom and shit, and then they celebrities their whole life. When they get older, they get a little bit twisted, bro. If you catch my drift, let's continue.
Talking about our kids, all for clout, just doing stuff for clout, and it's just too much for me to like care that much. You feel me? So I'm telling him like the little plan I got going on. Like, hey, I'm finna go up. Like, we gonna be straight. I'm finna go get your stuff back. What's up? Da da da.
And look, so she said she told him about the whole little plan that she got planned or whatever. But that's the thing, lady. When you switch sides, that's the thing. You knew what it was when you signed up. So when you switch sides, it's like in my head, I don't care who you are, man or woman. Why would I do business with you? All money ain't good money, or all business ain't good business. So if you try to switch up on me, I'm feeling like in my head, you gonna switch on me. Secondly, what you need to understand, shout out to Chrisean, this ninja sitting in the penitentiary where ninjas might poke him up. Ninja gotta be on behind enemy lines all time with a little shanker in his butt. Hopefully not in his butthole, but you know what I'm saying. Ninja gotta be on.
You need to leave.
Ninja gotta be on 20, not even 10, all day, every day, 25/8, working out just in case these ninjas think he's a weakling. You know, he walking with the shank all day, and you think that ninja finna trust anybody? He's not trusting anybody until he gets out of there. Let's continue.
He like, nah, I don't, some reason it didn't work out.
Hold on, we got one more.
I don't need no artist. I need a bitch. So I need a Blueface. I was like, okay, me being a Blueface bitch is me getting money, my nigga.
Yep, and that's why I say this whole pimping, glorified pimp culture. Y'all ninjas don't know how to pimp right. And I'm not saying that that's a good thing. I'm saying y'all ninjas have gotten to a point where men are the new women. So y'all ninjas sit there and y'all feelings about a girl doing what she got to do. And it's like, bro, at the end of the day, ninja, if you don't do what you got to do, your girl gonna have to go do what it got to do. That's why you got to stay on top of your game and make sure you do what it do. That's bars, people. That's bars, people. So, you know, she said that he said, oh, I need a Blueface bitch and this and that. And it's like, okay, cool. Yeah. So you need a Blueface bitch. So what's she supposed to do? Sit at the house and look stupid? Stuck on stupid? And then she got to go get this bread until you come out. After that, you can go get this bread. Because when you come out, you're going to get money, but she has to supplement the income until you get out. When you get out, you already know, bro. You already know. We already know you go do a couple shows, couple pop-ups. Oh, how was prison? Ninja's going to pay you. You're going to get like 100 racks coming out. Okay, cool. But at the same time, what she's supposed to do, they got to supplement the income. And at the same time, like I said, if it's kind of messy, you got to come out the pen and squash it. So she going to be mad, but you got to squash it between y'all families and that bullshit so that way y'all can go get this money together. It's so interesting. Like, black people, do y'all understand that if instead of dividing each other up, if y'all work together, do y'all understand what we can create? Do you understand what you can create? Do y'all understand that? Imagine. Cause I seen it myself, you know, Blueface got his own little fan base. I fuck with Blue. So Blueface came out as Blueface. Blueface put both Chrisean as a rapper who wasn't a rapper. He said it in one of the earlier videos, and Jaden on as a rapper, and they both made one single, two singles, made 100 racks. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on. So that's good business sense, or at least having the right people around you. So like I said, they gotta kind of work it out, bro. Let's continue.
What nigga don't want their bitch to get money while they locked up?
You know what I'm saying? But
we broke up. I was with other niggas. You was with other bitches. We not broken up. I changed my number. I'm not with other niggas. I'm not. You feel me? Nothing. It's not. It's all right.
Because you was playing, mama. You can't be playing, bro.
You need to leave.
That's why I say men have become the new women. So ladies know this. Ladies, y'all can't be playing, bro. These niggas be in their feelings now. So you turn around and do something like, nah. We just look at it different now. We like, nah. Yeah, man, why are we so weak, bro? I don't understand it, bro.
What the hell, boy?
You need to leave.
What happened to us, bro? We used to be tough as nails. Now we soft as baby shit. Let's continue.
Let's do it right though. But don't tell me sit in the house.
Don't tell you sit in the house and what?
Nigga, would you post your
So this the call with Chrisean dad. I guess, I don't know if it's Blueface or her actual dad at this point. Everybody daddy at this point. I don't know, bro.
Would you post Javon and Journey? Would you post Javon and Journey penis and vagina?
Yes, I will. Yes.
That's disgusting. Why would you do?
Bro, what the fuck?
You need to leave.
Viewer discretion is advised, people, and this is for entertainment purposes and commentary only. Cause like I said, I don't see this before I come on the show. I'm seeing this in real time with y'all. That was mad confusing. Here we go.
Do that. Why would you post? Why would you post your kids' genitals?
It's not about
Why
your
would you
reputation,
post your
it's about the
kids'
child.
genitals?
Because it's about the child, not your reputation.
So you post your child penis and vagina? You're disgusting.
All right, so for those of y'all who don't remember, I think they had came out because I guess somebody wasn't taking care of the child properly. I don't know who. I don't want to insinuate anything because I don't want to be sued. And yeah, they had posted, I think Carlissa had posted it, and it was a whole issue or whatever. They was mad at each other, and I think that was one of the things that started the beef. But they was trying to say, oh, you know, she's not taking care of the kid properly, or whatever the case may have you. I don't know who to believe. All I know is, bro, y'all got to watch out for these kids, bro. Y'all, if y'all got kids, y'all be on my page. First off, shout out to you for being a parent, for doing your job. But bro, like I said, till y'all teach y'all kids, bro, your kids don't know better, bro. So you kind of got to do that, bro. Even if it make you uncomfortable, that's part of being an adult, my ninja. That's why I say it ain't easy to be an adult. But yeah, bro, y'all got to handle that, bro. That's kind of weird.
Disgusting. You're disgusting. No, you was just a jealous ass bitch because I was out who I was out with, nigga. You can't stomach that. That's cool. That's cool. You know who I was with. You
and that's what I'm saying too. So if you know that he was mad about that, why are you doing that? And in the same breath, you talking about, all right, let's go get this money. And that's the thing, ladies. I be trying to tell you, y'all be trying to turn these ninjas into bitches. Like, some of us is not going, bro. I'm going to have to say it like that, bro. We're not going for that shit.
You need to leave.
We're not going for that shit. Now, at the same time, you can make your money as a woman, right? You could make more money than me, right? You could be my girl and make more money than me. This is me personally. I don't speak for all men. I've been told by other men. I got to preface what I say by saying that. So you can make more money than me and it's all good, but don't try and put me into a bitch position. Me personally, I'm never going for that, bro. I just could never. I could never. It's not my cup of tea. I'm not that type of dude. I'm a very dominant dude. Now, like I say, dominance for people is in different ways. Like me personally, like so long as my level of success is being able to do what I do effectively at my craft, right? And I feel like everybody should have the same sentiment. So I don't have to make the most money, but if I'm good at what I'm doing, I know in the future I'll make the most money. Besides the point, don't put me into a whole position, because as a man, I don't like to feel like a bitch, and it's gonna turn me off being around you. I'm not gonna want to talk to you, and it's not your fault. I'm not saying it's your fault. It's probably my fault. It's in my head, but keep that in mind. And I'm not saying all guys feel the way I do, but a good portion of guys don't want to be felt to be made like a bitch. Now, there's different people who got like kinks and shit like that. Shout out to them. Let's continue.
In the caption, Blue, you're weird. You know what was going on, bro? Shut up. That's weird. That's sick as fuck. Why would I want to be with? Why would I want to be with a nigga that posted my son dick? You acting like, bro, you're acting. Nigga, would you post it? I wasn't.
What you heard in the beginning was they was recording a conversation so they could like snitch on each other, I guess. I don't know. They was young. Here we go.
On air out that he had to pawn his chains when we was broken up because he trying to play big man, big shot caller, like he don't need.
And ladies, it's another thing y'all don't do too. When y'all going through it, bro, stop exposing to the world that you going through it. So for example, if a ninja pawned his chains, you're making this ninja a target by saying that this ninja pawned his chains. This is war, people, if you didn't know. This is war. Stop putting y'all... I know y'all want to air the ninja out. Oh, this ninja made me so mad. I'm finna do him dirt. Yeah, I'm finna expose his stupid ass. Bruh, just don't, bruh. Say the shit you wanted to say. Like, sometimes I do this. I think people should do this too. Sometimes I see something on social media. I want to go post it on my social media. I be like, I write like what I was finna say, and then I just delete it. And I tell myself, yeah, act like I posted it. That way I get that validating feeling out of me. Like, you don't need to be validated that way, bro. People don't need to know that the ninja's struggling for some pocket change, bro. Ninjas don't need to know that ninja, you know what I'm saying? Ninjas don't need to know that ninja had to go pawn his chains, bro. Don't put that information out there. We don't need to know.
You know, by did I F this girl? I'm the only person in his corner.
You can't say you're in his corner and act like this. Here we go.
What? What do you mean? And it's not just the only person. There's Kim. Kim, leave her out of it. She don't even like drama. Bodine, Bravo, the money team. Okay, pretty much the money team, right? They reaching out to me, try to make sure I'm straight. They like, yeah, what we gotta do? Cause what we gotta do? I'm like, look, Blue saying this and this and that. This is when I was saying no to everything, no to every booking, no to every money, no, right? Cool. We break up. All right, cool. You cheating? All right, I'm not even cheating. I'm with another person. He with another whatever.
Now, see, that's where I'm saying you being disingenuous. Cause what the fuck you talking about? How you say he's cheating? You know you was about to say you was cheating too. You said he's cheating. I'm with another person, bruh.
But what the hell, boy?
What you talking about, bro? What you talking about? It's okay. I'm just saying, what you talking about, dog? What you talking about? He's cheating and you're with another person? Come on now.
All right, cool. I wasn't going to air
Hold on.
I got a penthouse right in Baltimore. Nigga, I don't even want to tell you what I have because it's none of y'all business. But
and that's what I'm saying too. So it's nobody business, but you gonna put out this ninja business. That's what I'm saying. You kind of flawed for that. You in the wrong for that. Don't do that, ladies. Don't do that. It's okay. Like I said, you mad. Bro, write it to yourself. You know, ladies take notes. Ladies, I know y'all take notes on ninjas. Write it in the notebook, in the diary, bro. Don't post it though. Write it in the diary so you can vent. Don't post it though. Let's continue.
I was working on purchasing another home in LA. He like, come home. Cause he already know what is about to go down. Finna move on, have a kid, like with another guy, bro. Like I was moving on. I was happily in my little situation. I don't even want to name drop. Y'all know who I was talking to for real, heavy. Okay, cool.
Oh, and that's what I'm saying too. It wasn't only two ninjas. It was the other ninja too. So she was with Tatum or Titan, whatever, the one that looked like a stud, right? Then it was the other rapper, and it was another rapper. I forgot the ninja that passed away, bro. I forgot his name though. The ninja that passed away. What was his name? The one that they say supposedly she lined him up. And like I said, that's what they say. The word on the streets, the internet streets. That wasn't me. Don't sue me.
You need to leave.
That wasn't me. Don't sue me. That's what they said on the internet streets. So I don't even know. But let's continue.
He get the peeping how I'm moving. All right, cool. They checking to see if I'm okay, and I don't want you like running on zero again. Like I'm finna go get your chains. And then it's crazy because he made me make that video. He made me make that video, bro. Like I got a pin.
I guess he just wants you to learn your place, bro.
Daddy, I'm coming back on me and the baby. I miss you, just waiting on your call.
That was the last episode we did on that. We're going to end this show right here. Let us know what y'all think in the comment section, man. Oh, Ronnie. Shout out to Tamara. The ninja name was Ronnie. Yes. Yeah. The ninja name was Ronnie, the one that they said somebody lined him up. Yeah, bro. Crazy situation. Like I said, I got to go, guys. Y'all hit the like button. Donate if you like the show. Past that, it's your boy BA. Shout out to the Adams and shout out to the Eves, man. We back in here later. I will be back in here probably like 6:30. Y'all know what it is, man. Turn the notifications on. It's your boy. I appreciate everybody watching. And ultimately, they say in the poll, they said that they trauma bonded. So, I mean, I guess it is what it is. Hopefully, they can work it out, bro. I think they need to work it out. Ladies, if y'all got a ninja in y'all life, y'all got a woman in y'all life, whatever y'all got in y'all life, they, them. Yeah, bro. Try and work it out, bro. Like I said, at the end of the day, 100 years from now, we're all going to die anyways, and nobody's going to remember us. With that being said, it's your boy, man. Deuces. Yes, sir.